Samuel, how are you?
Samuel, you've done it again. Sam. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, very good. I see you found your way to the barbers. Did you ask for a Tommy Shelby?
Short back and bowl. No, mate. 3 months without a haircut, so I was happy to have. I was very excited when the barber shop opened.
How did a live wire like you cope with solitary confinement for 3 months?
Do you know what? I was just getting used to it. Like, everyone was in the same position, weren't it? It was a crap time for everyone, wasn't it, to be honest? So you just had to get on with it. You have to get on with it. So it's nice to see. I've not seen Joe since we got back from Vegas. So we probably didn't want to look at him over there. But yeah, he's. I've not seen Joe, or I've not even seen Adam for months. So it's nice to see everyone. It's even nice to see Billy wherever he is.
Yeah, I see your old sparring partners here.
Yeah.
You playing nicely?
Yeah, playing nicely. Great, amazing rounds between Joe and Bacoli a minute ago. It was fantastic to watch. So I think we're going to probably make a regular thing of that.
Oh, well, funny enough, I was with Daniel yesterday, and he said Martin is the best sparring out there. You know, so he's ideal in that respect.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit. So I jumped on Twitter when I got home yesterday, and I saw a few tweets which you replied to. Every time somebody refers to a non-licensed manager on Twitter, do you always assume that they're talking about you?
Yeah, because I'm the known one, aren't I? I've got a bigger profile.
You can't be the only one.
Yeah, but I'm the one with the biggest profile. Like the ones, these people that are doing that. I don't want to swear and call names. They're just people hating on success. That's all they're doing. They're hating on success. Half of these licensed managers don't know what endorsement deals is. They think it's just ring, here's your fight date, phone down, give me my percentage. It's not the way it works.
Take the credit.
It's not the way. Take the credit. That's not the way it works. I'm changing the game. So that's the way it is. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I work the hardest for my fighters. There's no manager, or call me whatever you want. Don't even call me a manager. Call me an it. Call whatever you want to call me. No one outworks me.
You told me some months ago, but it was something was on your horizon to.
I'll do it, but I'll do it in my own time. I don't need Barry, the licensed, whatever his name is. I can't even remember his name. I've never heard of him before. He manages 400 licensed boxers, whoever they are. Like, no offense, but I've never heard of the boxers and him. So it is what it is. People have got a problem with it, but boxing's a results business. It's about getting your fighter the most money, the best endorsement deals, and making sure they worry about only boxing. And I do that in abundance. So if anyone's got a problem with that, they can eat I won't say it on camera.
I'm going to play devil's advocate just for a minute. Mm-hmm. Your record speaks for itself so far in what you've done.
Yeah.
Now, without the board license, you're kind of not accountable. If your fighter did have a problem with you, whatever sort of contract you've got between yourself, if he had a problem, there'd be no recourse. He wouldn't be able to go to the board and.
That's the same as life in general. That's the
it's just about accountability, I guess.
Accountability, but it's like I've heard of far more horror stories with licensed so-called managers ruining careers of boxers and not letting them out of their contracts, giving them. If somebody doesn't want to work with me, see you later. I don't want to work with you either. And I stand by that moral, and I know Adam's the same as well. We want to work with people that want to work with us, and you won't be in a contract dispute if you do your fucking job properly. Do you understand what I mean? And I do my job properly, and I take pride and passion into the job that I do. So if anyone's got a problem with that, as I say, they know what they can do: eat a big one.
Right, moving on. Before we come on to Joe. I hate to keep referring to Twitter, but it brings us nicely onto another one of your fighters. You had a little bit of a twit for tat with Umar Sadiq.
Yeah.
Now that is obviously the next fight for your man Lerone.
Yeah.
It's a good looking fight on paper, isn't it?
Listen to him. Before anything goes, I like Umar. I've told him I like, but he talks absolute nonsense, Umar. He posted something like, I reported his account. No, I didn't report. I wouldn't know how to report. I don't know how to report account. I know how to block. I think everyone that knows me, if I see any disrespect or anything, have your opinion. Even if you think you don't like me very much and you think, oh, you're a bit of a this, but don't be disrespectful, because if you're disrespectful, I'll just block you. Same way if I was disrespectful to somebody, which I probably have been in the past, just block somebody. I don't report anyone's accounts. Umar's a bit of a plonker, is old Umar. He's for a 32, 33-year-old man, he's behaving a bit childish in my honest opinion. But I wish him well. Larone's going to beat him, and then and then he can rematch Cody at light heavyweight. I hope him again.
He's got a bit of momentum, hasn't he, with the Cody win. I don't think many people favoured him ahead of that fight.
Anybody would have beaten Cody that night. No disrespect. A journeyman, a capable journeyman would have beaten Cody that night because Cody had no energy in him. Because we collectively, I didn't want him to fight there, but as his manager, whatever you want to call me, we made a collective decision to bring him to super middleweight, and it was the wrong decision. So we stand by that, and we have to bring him back at light heavyweight.
He'd be very good at light heavyweight. I mean, I remember people at ringside, a couple of boxers made a point that night. It's all very well hitting a weight, you've still got to fight.
100%. It's like if you can get to the milestone, but if you don't feel good, then what's the point? You can look amazing on the scales, but it was a bridge too far for Cody, that was, and it came back to bite him in the backside. So we've just got to move on. We've got to move him on. And as I say, I was the first person on Twitter after Umar won to congratulate him. Happy for him, but he is behaving a bit childish at the moment, and I think it's nerves. I think he knows that he's going to step in with someone that beats him in every department. In my honest opinion, in my uneducated, non-licensed opinion.
In my non-licensed opinion, Lerone has got everything going for him as a fighter, and you kind of made the one, not criticism, but the one point that a lot of people make. Sometimes you don't feel, but he brings the best out of himself. My own opinion has been in the past, and I've said it to his face. I think he enjoys it too much in there. And can't be bothered getting him out of there. You know, sort of.
He needs almost a slap on the backside, which is what Dave Cole was doing. It's what Ismail Salas did with him in America. Lerone has genuinely won all of his fights so far on cruise control. In your car, when you pick cruise control, you don't have to use the pedals because the car's good enough to handle it to get out of you. He's just Lerone has got to find the second year, because you've got to beat Umar so you can beat him well as well. If you're going to go on and do the things we expect him to do.
So many times in fights you've seen, you think you could get him out of there if you wanted to.
He could have done it with Lennox Clark. He hurt Lennox Clark, I think, in the fourth or fifth round, and he just carried on. And then Lennox Clark dug his way back into it, and it ended up a close fight. Anybody that knows anything about boxing knew Lerone won the fight, but it was too close for what it should have been.
Lerone is very stubborn about this sort of thing. He's no height required, skills pay the bills, all these mantras. These things have been said to him 100 times before, and he's never really responded to it. Can Dave and Ismail succeed where others have failed?
Well, from what I saw Lerone inspiring the other day, because I've been doing the rounds been to Rotherham to see him, he looked fantastic, more aggressive. And that's what you're going to get on Fight Night. I think you're going to get a more aggressive Lerone Richards on that night, and I think you're going to see the best out of him. Umar's got a very tricky style, by the way. Umar is not a mug, so before anyone says I'm belittling him, I'm not. I like Umar as a fighter. He's very tricky. He's very gangly, quite skinny, gangly kind of fighter, but he's tough as well, Umar. Very, very tough. He showed that in the Zach Chelli fight. He got up and carried on. He's a tough man. But I think Lerone beats him in every single department. Speed. Umar's not faster than Lerone. Chin. Lerone's got probably one of the best chins I've ever seen. Skill. Lerone's better. In every balance, everything. Lerone is better than him in every department.
Should Lerone come through this, which, like you say, you expect him to, he's really one that's got to leap the levels now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, there's no point in him messing around at this level for much longer, is there?
I think we've said to Frank, like we spoke to Francis and Frank, the next plan is hopefully, we don't want to think ahead, but like my job is to think ahead, and it's probably a WBC silver title at something like that, and we propel him onwards.
What's the current situation? Has Lerone's partner given birth, or is it still
No. She's due end of the month.
Okay, so we should start finding things out.
Yeah.
Sort of in August.
Lerone didn't really want to tell anybody. Lerone only told me, but funny enough, not too long ago. I think it was only his mum and dad that knew, and obviously his girlfriend. So it was like more of a. I understood, like when anybody, like Umar said, Lerone's not on weight. Anybody that knows Lerone, anybody knows that he's in shape all year round. He looks like he's ready to go now. So what it was is Frank provided us a date, and that was the due date of Lerone's birth of his baby. Lerone didn't want to fight on that date, and the next date was the week after. So you've got to give him time. Don't you give him a week with his baby? Do you know what I mean? So
It'll get done.
yeah, absolutely.
Louis Edmondson.
Yeah.
Now, it's no secret about his problem with ingrowing hairs.
Yeah,
How is he?
he's okay. He's getting better. He's gone to see a surgeon today, I believe, about having an operation on it. But it's been hindering
Horrible
him for
for a
years.
young man.
It's been hindering him for years. So
So we just sort of wish him the best and hope he gets back as soon as he can.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Joe, right, you was out in Las Vegas. Just as well you didn't get caught out in Las Vegas, isn't it? Because Donald closed the borders quite quickly, didn't he?
If it wasn't for Adam, he'd have been still stuck there. Adam said, "Look, we need to get out of there," and then Joe wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. But we had to book the flights and just get the hell out of there.
I mean, you was out there doing all the cooking and everything. So
Yeah.
how was the trip as a whole? Was it?
We've been there many
preparations
times.
was
It's where Joe's happiest. And Joe was looking. I'm not just saying this. Joe was looking amazing. Like he's kind of picked it where he left off, because that spar there, Joe looked fantastic in that spar. Then Martin's very capable, by the way. Like, listen, I know I bash Billy
He's
a bit.
a good fighter.
I give Billy a bit of stick onto it, but he's got a good guy there. Very strong, good chin.
Very fast jab.
Yeah, absolutely.
Saw him spar Daniel a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And, was struck by him then. You know, he's.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone wants to spar him, don't they? He's probably the best sparring you can get.
Yeah.
How important is this?
Take care.
See you, take care, Billy. How important is this interim fight to you? Because I mean,
Very.
for one reason or another, it's been a year, hasn't it?
Well, it's been a bit real pain, because look, we had the Marco Hook fight set scheduled 10th of January. Marco Hook pulled out the week of the fight. We had Daniel Dubois, which we spent a crazy amount of money on the camp. Didn't happen. What can we do? Joe needs a fight. So anyone can criticise his fight. Joe needs to knock the cobwebs off and get back in there.
He's not fighting a mug punter, is he?
No, absolutely not. Listen, we would fight Daniel Dubois on that date if they wanted, but Frank's made the decision that a crowd needs to be there, and as a promoter, he's more than within his rights to say that, because they're going to lose a lot of money on the gate if they did it behind closed doors. But I'm saying that Joe, and I'm sure Daniel is as well, very prepared to fight in Frank's garden or wherever they want to do it.
Has Joe been a victim of his own success? And I say that in the sense of the WBA #1 spot, and
Yeah.
God knows what's happening with that title, still nothing's happened. The European #1 spot, and he got messed around because the purse bid didn't get, deposit wasn't paid in time, and then they pulled out. Kind of been a victim of his own success in this last year?
Yeah, Joe's had a bit of a crap year, to be honest. No fault of his own, no fault of ours. It's just the way the cookies crumbled, and we're hoping by the end of this year, Joe will get his chance to fight Daniel Dubois and silence the doubters as well, because I'm telling you, Joe's going to do a number on Daniel Dubois when that fight happens.
Did you have a look at it on Friday to get an idea of what you're going to encounter?
I did, yeah, I did. But we're not
packaged it
allowed
up
there.
well,
We're not allowed there. So Joe plus 2. So it's sad for me on a personal note, because I barely miss a training session with Joe. So like, it's sad, and I've been there with him from his debut onwards, and I can't be there. But it's the way the world is at the moment. So I'm just going to look forward to watching him and doing a good job on Wallish, and then we'll move on and hopefully fight Daniel Dubois in October.
How is your Albanian fruitcake? When are we going to see him again?
Florian Marku. Florian's training like a Trojan. You've seen him all over social media. He's ready to go now. So we're just discussing a potential date with him in the next few weeks.
He's a handful, isn't he?
Everyone's got a lot to say about Florian. Oh, he's just a ticket seller. Florian's a machine, and Florian is going to go.
Hard to beat.
Very hard to beat. Good chin, great work rate, good fast jab, strong punch, power in either hand. We're excited.
A couple of others. Lisa Whiteside and George Fox. I haven't heard you mention them for a while. Are they?
Lisa
not together
Whiteside
anymore?
is about to announce some news. I spoke to Lisa yesterday. She's. I don't want to. I don't want to give her information away, but she's got some good news to give everybody very soon. And George Fox is training. George Fox is training away. He was training in Vegas. and we'll look to have a fight date very soon.
The only reason I ask is in recent interviews where people have gone through your fighters,
they
haven't mentioned.
Yeah,
those
they don't
two,
ask.
have they?
When they ask. Yeah. But yeah, George is ticking along nicely. I think hopefully have a date for him very soon.
Sam, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.